is this cool looking effect, adding waves at the bottom of your work and a bit of an open look. On this video, I will teach you how to do the Tamed Chevron Edging. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. Okay, so for this design, you want to make sure that you start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 12 plus 3. In my case, I have 27 chains. Now for row 1, we're going to be starting with those chevron stitches, which are going to be the wiggles, like the peaks and valleys. So we're going to start by skipping 3 chains. You skip 1, 2, 3, and that counts as a double crochet. Into the next chain, you want to work 2 double crochets. So there is 1 and 2. Now we're going to start the row repeat. So the repeat starts by doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So 1 into each of the next 3 chains. That's my first double crochet. Second double crochet. And third double crochet. Now we are going to be doing a double crochet 2 together. So you're going to yarn over, go into the next chain, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook right now. Yarn over and pull through 2 only. And stop right there. Yarn over, go into the next chain, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that's your double crochet 2 together. You need to do another one of those. So a second double crochet 2 together, yarn over into the next chain, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. Now into the next chain, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's your 2 double crochet 2 together. Continuing the repeat, you want to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So into the next chain, a double crochet. Into the next chain, a double crochet. And sorry, keeps getting in the way. Into the next chain, another double crochet. Now to finish off the repeat, you want to do 2 double crochets into each of the next 2 chains. So into the next chain, 2 double crochets. That's 1. That's 2. And into the next chain, the same thing. 2 double crochets. That's 1. And that's 2. And that there ends the repeat. You can see that I've made a valley and then a peak. So now we can go back to the beginning of the repeat. I'm going to do it once again with you. I don't have enough stitches to do it, I think, like completely, but I'll say it verbally to you afterwards. So you want to do 1 double crochet to start the repeat, 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So there is 1, 2, and 3. Now you want to do 2 double crochet 2 together. So I already explained this slowly at the beginning. If you need it again, you can go back to that explanation. That's my first double crochet 2 together. And here is the second. Okay. So again, I don't have enough chains to do a second repetition in full, But if you're doing this a lot longer than me, then after you do the 2 double crochets, 2 together, continue in the repeat, you would do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, or 3 chains, sorry. And then to finish off the repeat, 2 double crochets into each of the next 2 chains. And then you can go back to the beginning of the repeat, back and forth. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to be left with 4 chains. And so to finish off the repeat, you're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. That's 1, 2, and 3. And you have 1 chain left into which you want to do 2 double crochets into the same chain. So that's 1 and 2. And now this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 1 and flipping your work. You want to do 1 single crochet into the first stitch. And now we're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts by chaining 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now you're going to be skipping 11 stitches and doing 1 single crochet into the next. So we skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Into the next, a single crochet. And this is the repeat you want to do all the way down. Chain 11, skip 11, and then do 1 single crochet into the next. In my case, it's going to take me to the very end of the row, and my last single crochet is going to be at the top of the turning chain. So for you, when you get to the end, you're going to do the same. You're going to do your final chain 11. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, chain 11, and now we're going to skip 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the very last one here is a turning chain. So those chain 3 that you started with, that counted as a double crochet. Into the top of the 3rd chain, you're going to do your final single crochet. And now this here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we're going to start by chaining 1 and flipping your work. You're going to do 1 single crochet into the first stitch. And now you're going to start the row repeat. So the repeat starts by doing 11 single crochets into the chain 11 space. So around the chain space, do 11 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 11 total, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, that's my chain 11 single crochets around the chain 11. Now you'll come across a single crochet, and so into it you want to do 1 single crochet. And that there ends the repeat. So for however many repetitions you have, you got to do 11 single crochets around the 11 chain space, and then 1 into the single crochets. I'll do this until the end of my row, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I'm done my row 3. Now we can move on to row 4. For row 4, you want to chain 1 and flip your work. For this row, you're just going to be doing 1 single crochet into the back loop of each stitch. So I'll show you. We are used to going through both loops. So when I flip my work over, you can see those V's facing this way. So the back loop is the loop furthest away from you. So let me just show you with my hook here. You're used to going through under both. For the back loop only, you want to go under the furthest away from you only. So we're going to be doing that, and you're going to do single crochets. So back loop only, single crochet. And same for each one of the stitches until the end of the row. This is my third. This is my fourth. And it's going to give you like a little bit of depth. You'll notice it when you're done. So do a back loop only single crochet all the way to the end of the row. And I'll see you when you're done. Okay, here we have it. All done with row 4 by doing 1 single crochet into the back loop only of each stitch. For row 5, we're going to start with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And now you can flip your work and you can see what those single crochets in the back loop only have done to your work. There's kind of like concaves a little bit. So now for this row, we're just going to be doing 1 double crochet into each one of the stitches through both loops. So back to normal, just the normal way you do it. You skip the first stitch and into the second, you do a double crochet. And now you want to do a double crochet all the way to the end into each one of the stitches of the previous row. So 1 double crochet all the way down, and then when you get to the end, just do your final one, cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Alrighty guys, look how cool this is. This one adds these kind of like open look at the bottom, and then you get those wiggles. I find it funny that the name is Tamed Chevron. I guess it's tamed because you're connecting it and holding it together with those single crochets. I don't really know, maybe not. But anyway, this is a really cool way to add a different kind of wavy and open look at the bottom of your work. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.